93 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with jQuery at 40% of the way through here at Codecademy. Fun fact, today will be either an extremely short stream or just a short stream. I have no idea when I have to leave, so I'm all set to run out the door. Everything is good to go. So the stream could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe it'll be 40, but who knows? Who knows? So we're just going to hit the ground running. So far we've knocked out the introduction to jQuery. Yesterday was jQuery functions, and now we are doing dynamic HTML. So modifying HTML elements. Go time. Let's go. And I think there are 13, 14 sections. My goal, hopefully we can make it at least halfway through or finish whatever the first section is. Hopefully minimum, we can make it 5. Ideally, we can make it 7 out of the 14. Preferably, we'd be able to knock out this entire thing. So let's see how much damage we can do. From the top, creating HTML elements. Dynamically adding elements to our HTML page is a powerful tool. It lets us modify not only the formatting, but the actual structure of our websites in response to a user's action. For example, when you get a gchat, each message is actually a new div being dynamically added to the page. Cool, right? If you think about it, we've sort of done this already. All we're doing is setting a variable equal to a jQuery object. In this case, however, instead of just having something like $p equals $p, we'll want to pass in an entire HTML element in quotes. $p equals in quotes paragraph. Closing tag, I'm a new paragraph. When we put text in quotes like this, we call it a string, as in a string of characters, in quotes. Yes, good. From now on, when we say string, you can think of text or phrase. Strings are always in single or double quotes. Instructions in script.js. Create a variable $h1 and set it equal to a jQuery object containing an h1 tag with the text hello in quotes. The tag should be a string. So let's do this. We've got $. We need to do all the document stuff. I'm pretty sure we do. Maybe we don't. Maybe they just want us to create the tag. You know what? They probably just want us to create the tag for now. So h1 equals $. Parentheses, h1 quotes, h1 hello. Did they want an exclamation? I think it was just hello. Okay, why is this guy orange? Is anyone else concerned about that? Maybe it's the semicolon. There is beef located around here. Expected an identifier instead saw a caret. Expected closing parenthesis instead saw h1. Unclosed regular expression, unrecoverable syntax, new paragraph. I'm pretty sure I still need to, maybe this is all spawning from the lack of $document.ready. Let's give that a shot. $document.ready. Semicolon. Is it still a function? I don't think it really is. It's possible it might be, but I kind of doubt it. Copy. No, cut. How's that? It still looks, thank you, Tiny Cat. Dollar, parentheses, quotes. Dollar, parentheses. Oh, I have the quotes in the wrong spot. It needed to go, my bad, rookie mistake. There we go. And then let's get rid of this and copy. You going to nap in my lap, little cat? Good. Sleepy cat. Let's get rid of those quotes. I'm a new paragraph. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's get rid of you. How's that working? Boom. Green check mark. Okay. We made it out of section 1 alive. Beautiful. All right, section 2. And inserting elements. We can insert our newly created elements using a few jQuery actions. .append inserts the specified element as the last child of the target element. .prepend inserts the specified element as the first child of the target element if we have a div of class.info, dollar, in quotes, .info, .append stuff for the paragraph, $.info, .prepend, in quotes, right after the parentheses, and then the HTML elements and following text or whatever, followed by stuff. Okay, we'll add a paragraph containing the text stuff inside all divs of .class, .info, .append. We'll make the paragraph the last child of every div. .prepend will make the paragraph the first child of each div. Note, see the hint if you're using single quotes. Interesting. Okay, so we'll take a look at the single quote fiasco and the hint when we get there. .append 2 does the same thing as .append, but it reverses the order of what to add and where to add. The code $stuff.append2.info has the same effect as .append code above. .prepend2 has similar relationship. Okay. I think I got that bit. I'm not sure. Instructions, that's kind of low. Let's open the hint. There we go. That's better. The script.js tab. In the script.js tab, go ahead and .append a paragraph to body of your HTML document. Your paragraph should contain the text, I'm a paragraph. Hint, you'll want to call .append on the HTML document's body like so. Document.ready function. Okay, so now we're actually completing the whole document.ready thing. So it would be body, in quotes, .append, and then the element, which also has its quotes, and the corresponding HTML tags. Now, actually, I wonder if it does. We'll find out. We will find out. Where element should be replaced with the paragraph containing the text, I'm a paragraph. If you're using single quotes for your strings, you'll need to escape the apostrophe in I'm a paragraph. Oh, with the slash thing. This is why we use double quotes. We can do the slash thing, but that's just, I feel like that's a pain in the ass. I'd rather just use double quotes, and then we are able to use a single quote without that issue later on, without having to use the escape. All right. In the apostrophe, I'm a paragraph, put a slash before it like so. Tells it to ignore it, not to end. Great. Okay, so let's jump ahead. We've got, and you know what? We already kind of typed it out in advance. Boom. We did all the hard work in the last section. But, to be fair, this is not what we need right now. We need quote dot stuff followed by another thing, so it should be body, I believe, is what they want. So maybe stating body here means we don't need to put the body tag. You know what? That makes sense. We don't need the body tag. We just fill in whatever text we need because we're specifying where all this is going down right there. So append or append to? Just append. Okay. And something about quotes. I'm a paragraph. There's that. Good, good, good. And let's see, does that work? You didn't. Okay, so we do need the p tags. My bad. Rookie mistake, you soulless. And so they don't want body tags, they want paragraph tags. In script.js, go ahead and append a paragraph to the body. There you go. Your HTML document, your paragraph should contain, so it is ending up in the body, but we are appending paragraphs. See, all is mostly well. Beautiful, beautiful. Green check marks, 2 of 14 down. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's continue on. Before and after. We can specify where in the DOM we insert an element with the dot before and dot after functions. The syntax looks like this. $target dot after tags to add. Okay. So that's what's being added. Where target is the element after which you want to add something. Whoa, wait. Where target is the element after which you want to add something. Okay. Target is the element after. So if we had 3 things, you know what, we'll continue. Hey, Topher, how you doing? Hopefully your Monday's going well. Woohoo, Monday, right? Yeah, probably not that great. I don't think anyone has that great of a Monday. But yeah, this is a very short stream, kind of a shotgun session. I don't know if I'll be having to stop in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or maybe it'll be 40. Who knows? But that's that. So we're doing our best. We are doing our best. Okay, where target is the element after which you want to add something, and the bit between the tags is the HTML element you want to add. You can add H1s, divs, or any other valid HTML you like. Instructions: go ahead, add a p tag after the div with the ID 1. You can place any text you like in your p tag. So we're adding in a paragraph after div ID 1. So let's give this a shot. We did all the hard work before. You know what? And I wonder if they want... I'm pretty sure they still want the whole document ready stuff. I don't know why we wouldn't. So here is our old one. So we've got div. So we're adding after the div, or no, we're adding after 1? Yeah, okay, so we're adding after ID 1. We are going to do after, and we're going to be placing in, is it another div? Look at that, div, slash div. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, and we're going to change it to div hashtag 1.5. Get it? Because we did that. Huh? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now let's see if Codecademy is as happy about what I just did as I am. Damn, they aren't. It looks like you didn't insert your P after the div with ID 1. They want it to be paragraphs? Are they just referring to the divs in general? Or because one is... I'm going to try it with paragraphs. We're going to see how that goes. Maybe I think I just misinterpreted briefly their instruction. There's that. That is a thing. Let's look at this. Boom! In your face, Codecademy. Div on this. Topher, jQuery DOM manipulation feels so dirty. It's good. I think it's kind of interesting. Maybe that's wrong. But I don't know. It's been fun. It's been good. I've actually enjoyed jQuery so far. It's a little odd, you know, getting the hang and like just seeing what it can do. Seems very powerful, kind of like Sass. Sass is, I know it's kind of a basic thing, but like it just totally blows open the doors for CSS using Sass in addition to it. And I'm kind of getting the same vibe with jQuery to JavaScript. It seems quite handy, right? Okay, moving elements around. Moving elements around in the DOM is a snap. All we need to do is use the jQuery functions we just learned on existing elements instead of creating new ones. Variable $paragraph equals $p. Existing element. Wait, are we getting all Inception-y and now everything's stacking onto each other? Son of a bitch, I think we are. $div after $paragraph. Move it. Same as $div after p within quotes. Well, parentheses in a quote. Yeah, we're going to have to keep reading. 1. We can select an element using $parentheses quote p and assign it to a variable. We can move the position in the DOM by using the variable in our after statement. Note, this does not copy the element from one location to another. It moves the original element, effectively saving you from having to delete the original. Instructions. 1. In script.js, add a new line below your code to move your paragraph tag after the div with ID 1. Create a new jQuery selector that targets the div with the ID hashtag 2. Using after again, select the p tag you created, move it after the div with ID 2. Okay, I get what they're saying, and each one's kind of straightforward, but together, not 1,000% confident right now. Not gonna lie. Here's ID 1. Here's ID 2. And we're doing something with blending stuff. Topher, yeah, jQuery gained a lot of popularity because it's easy, but it really violates a lot of good coding practices if you don't use it appropriately, which leads to spaghetti code and generally poor performance. Oh yeah, it seems like there is huge room for error in just like the fast track to a shitstorm, right? This seems like it could go very, very bad very quickly. One of those, with every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah, I suppose if you do it well, you could get some pretty impressive results. To the same effect, if you do it wrong, I feel like it could go terribly wrong extremely quickly. So yeah, good. which I actually think we experienced on the very first day of learning jQuery, section 12, the first day, 2 days ago. Holy hell. It was like an hour and 45-minute stream, and like 50 minutes was spent on section 12 alone, and it was just coming to terms with like the syntax. Not good. Not good. All right. Onwards. Limited time. Forging ahead. We've got our index. We've got our script. Step 1, in script.js, add a new line below your code to move your paragraph tag after the div with ID 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I guess I'm doing it here? Is that what to do? It's just I realize I'm probably overthinking their instruction, but I'm just trying to get better clarity on what they're asking me to do. It's either on line 3 they want it, or on line, 5 or 6, and I create, a new thing, right? So what the hell do they want? Line 3 or line 5-ish? That, yes, I know there's an error there, but 1, in script.js, add a new line below your code to move your p tag after the div with 1ID. I think it's going to look basically like this. Div after, no, it's probably going to be reversed. P dot after div. No, that's wrong. We're targeting div, and we want our paragraph to go after our div. I'm going to take you. Copy. There we go. We're going to try it on line 3. We're going to see what they say. If it blows up in our face, not to worry. Holy shit. Cool. Create a new jQuery selector. Cool. All right, Word. I'll probably be leaving here in 15-ish minutes. They'll be to me around 5:40-ish. Way cool. So now we've got an anticipated end time, 5:40-ish. Beautiful. Back to the storm. Right, everything inside your function within the ready method. Good to know. Message received. So I think that's the first bit. I don't know. They mention ID 1. That's okay. We're going to piece this nightmare together. Script.js. Add a new line below your code to move the p tag after the div with ID 1. I think that's basically what's happening. 2 continues on. Create a new jQuery selector that targets the div with the ID 2. So it's going to be basically this guy, 3. Using after again, select the paragraph tag you created and move it after the div with ID 2. This seems so awful. Recommend you not go much deeper into jQuery until you're very comfortable with vanilla.javascript. Yeah, fortunately, jQuery is only 3 hours here on Codecademy. They don't really go that deep into it. Write everything inside your function within the ready method. Cool. Did they explain the $.ready? Yes, they did. They did yesterday. The difference between having it within the parenthesis of the ready versus afterwards within the curly braces, or what it would do after the because this is the closing semicolon for the ready method versus if you do it afterwards. So like basically I guess the quickest way I could put it is it loads with the page after the HTML is complete or ready, or whatever document, which document's tied to the HTML doc. So once that's ready, then it does all this immediately. versus all the following stuff is secondary when people interact with it later. That was my interpretation that I got. Kind of rough, but yeah, good. So we're gonna steal all of this feels wrong, which is not great. And this will be 2. And after, create a new jQuery selector that targets div. After again, select the paragraph tag you created. Move it after the div with div 2. D. Something's off, but that's relatively okay. Do we call it 1? That kind of seems better. It just looks nicer. It just still feels yucky, if you will. But that works. Holy shit, little cat. Did you see that? No? You're just completely passed out in my lap? That's cool. Well, I don't know if it's clean, but we got our green check mark. Section 5, beautiful. We have made it to the minimum threshold that we initially wanted to make it to. Next stop, section 7, and then from there, hopefully, section 14. I doubt we're going to be able to power through in 20 minutes the rest of this, but who knows. Removing elements. Adding elements to our HTML document is great, but without the ability to remove them, our pages can quickly become cluttered. Thankfully, we have 2 jQuery functions, .empty and .remove, that help us delete content from our pages. .empty deletes an element's content and all its descendants. For instance, if you .empty an ordered list, you'll also remove all its list elements in their text. .remove not only deletes an element's content, but deletes the element itself. So, yeah. JavaScript is synchronous, so because you have to ensure jQuery is loaded prior to any of your code executing, you put your code in the document ready method. This is essentially a callback to jQuery that says whenever you finish loading, run these instructions. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely much clearer and far better stated than what I was saying, and much more accurate at that. Okay. .empty deletes an element's content and all of its descendants. For instance, if you use .empty on an ordered list, you'll also remove all of its lists in order and their text. .remove not only deletes the element's content, but deletes the element itself. Okay. So it's kind of... I could do it on div class container and it would get rid of all of this if I did .empty. If I did .empty on the class container, it would get rid of all this. If I did .remove on the class container, or the div class container, it would destroy div itself and everything in it. All right. Not a pretty analogy, but empty would be murder and remove would be a murder-suicide, right? Everyone's gone. Instructions. Yeah, we went dark on that analogy. Isn't that right, little cat? She doesn't care. She's sleeping. Instructions. Go ahead, .remove your p tag from the element.html. Remove the p tag from your... Really? Now? But so many things are tied to it. Maybe that's why we're doing it. Your syntax should look like this. dollar element to remove dot remove. You should be removing P, not the paragraph tag. Okay. So do I guess I still do that within here. Just feel like it should be outside of it for this. Dollar. Return to dust. Very true. And it works. Alright. Good. At least we're in agreement. Dollar something. E. Dot remove something. Semicolon? Is that all we need? It's gone. Look at this. She's there. No, she's not there. Haha, just kidding. That was a lie. Nobody look. Why did that work? There we go. Div 1.5 is floating there. Boom, gone. Peed, eliminated. You got peed on. That's not accurate at all. That's not good. Let's move on before that gets even messier. Next, modify classes and content. Adding and removing classes. We don't have to limit ourselves to adding or removing entire elements, though we can fine-tune our jQuery superpowers to alter classes, CSS, and even the contents of our HTML elements. Let's start with classes. jQuery includes two functions, .add class and .remove class, that can be used to add or remove a class from an element. This is great if, for example, you have a highlighted class that you want to apply an element when clicked. The syntax looks like this. Selector.add class, class name. Selector.remove class, class name. Where selector is the HTML element you want, and class name is the class name you want to add or remove. Remember, you aren't selecting anything, you are modifying your element. This means you don't need the pound or the period before your class. Instructions, that's a little low. We'll crack open the hint. Okay. Now that we think of it, that highlighted class seems like a great idea. I don't know if they're talking about the first one or the second one. Class highlighted. I'm highlighted. Okay, cool. Now that we think of it, that highlighted class seems like a great idea. We've supplied the HTML and CSS in the script.js tab. Add the jQuery code necessary to make your hashtag text div highlighted when clicked. This guy, number dose in blue. Make sure to click submit, then click highlight me too to see the results. Save and submit, then click it. So, oh no, we are adding it. We are adding the code. Hint your, oh god, the hint ring. Hint's running. It's back. We got it. Your code should look something like this. Blah diddly blah. Document ready. Select something. Dot click function, and then with inside that, this function class. Sure. Where select is the HTML element you should target. In this class, the pound text function is the jQuery function you should call use to add a class, and class is the name you should add. In this case, it's highlighted. All right, let's pretend we know what we're doing, right? Do we still have stuff tied to our clipboard? We don't. From scratch. Here comes the noise. Boom. $. We'll get there. Parentheses are difficult. Document dot ready. And semicolon. We've got our function with its empty thingadoo. And we've got a curly bracket. Back one, we're going to have a dollar full of stuff, dot something, with more things, and that gets a closing bit. This will be a function as well with more stuff, space, more closing. Let's bump this forward just a bit. And let's drop you. That jumps forward, followed by dollar nonsense dot something else, soulless parentheses, and good semicolon. Good. Everyone's happy. We've got our skeleton. We are now cramming things inside that said skeleton. We are selecting something. Text. Now that we think of it, highlighted class seems like a great idea. We've supplied the HTML and CSS in the script.js tab. Add the jQuery code necessary to make your text div highlighted. Pound text. And I can't help but notice the quotes they have in their hint. Text dot click. Okay, and our ride will be arriving at 5:36, which is 5:29. We've got about 4-ish minutes, so hopefully we can land this bird within there and then get the hell out of here. Text function this. Function. Right, because we learned about this yesterday. So it's in regard to the element we click on, which is text. So this is totally justified to use. Cool. And then function will actually be highlighted. Highlighted. I think. We're going to try highlighted. I'm not sure how that doesn't seem right. That seems very, very wrong. Function is the jQuery function you should use. Is it add a class? What are we doing? Oh, it's add class. Yes, it's add class. Add class highlighted. Copy. Ta-da. No. Still wrong. Why does that seem... Something seems severely broken. Probably just highlight or add class highlight. Oh. You're probably right. Class highlighted. I don't know. They've got that there. Copy. Highlighted, period highlighted. That's what it is. No? Maybe just period highlighted? Well, fuck. I don't know, man. Copy. Baffled. Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. You're totally right. Okay, add class quote, double quote highlighted. That's what it was. You're right. Use this after you press save and submit. You are so right. Okay, after. My bad. My bad. Let me get this. Copy. Paste. And now we'll try save and submit. Click. Well, we clicked, but green check mark. I guess it changed it? Not too sure. That was a green one. It liked what we did. We'll need to double check on that. I do need to run, however. Thank you, Topher, for your assistance, and to anyone else who may have stopped by for the stream today. Tomorrow will be day 94, and we will continue the party from section... We're probably going to redo section 6, because that made my soul feel itchy and weird, and now I've got a bad taste in my mouth. So, with that said, we are close. Just kidding. Let's see where we stand. Day 93 concludes at 40-ish. That's the high-level one, where we 42% of the way through dynamic HTML, and 1,075 points of arbitrary confusion here at Codecademy that we have to our name with 145 badges. Beautiful. Day 93 comes to a screeching halt. We are stopping the stream. Thank you to everyone for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.